real life. Only
Are we in the,
real
how do you
life.
tell if we're in the frame?
So I set it up for you to be in the frame.
Oh,
You're just going to have to trust that I know what I'm doing.
you're pretty good at this.
I don't know what I'm doing, but you're going to have to trust that I do. Do I look like I just came in from milking cows?
Yes, you did. That's fantastic.
Shoot. Oh,
all right.
Sorry about that.
So I decided to go down a small water slide with Benjamin, like a kiddie water slide. And it was on a tube, so we were both.
Oh, because the small kiddie ones have got to be safer.
You would think, because it doesn't.
The big.
It doesn't pick up as much speed.
Sure.
So I wasn't planning on going airborne. All right, so I get up to the top, and they still had a little lifeguard up there. And after what had happened the day before, I was being watched. So they looked at me and they're like, but there wasn't no sign. There clearly wasn't no sign that said you had to weigh a certain amount to go down any kind of water slide. First off.
But you thought it'd be a good idea for a grown man to go down a baby slide because there was no sign.
Right. What's the worst that could happen is what I was thinking. All right. So
from the day before, you didn't learn anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing, apparently. So I sit down in the tube. Benjamin sits in my lap. And we start to go down the slide. Now, towards the bottom of the slide, we're not even picking up speed. It's going down at a reasonable level. I'm thinking, man, my luck is really turning around. This is not. Should have
started there.
This is not going to be embarrassing. Well, towards the bottom of the slide, it starts to narrow a little bit. So the tube starts to kind of bow up a little bit, and it starts to narrow. And then all of a sudden, we're getting down towards the bottom, and it sounds like, I don't know how to explain it any other way than this, but like a whale groaning. You hear this, and then we get stuck. The bottom of the slide. Water's starting to build up on our back, and everyone starts to stare. Then you hear, and the whole thing starts to shake, and then the floor gives way.
Oh.
So me and Ben.
From the water buildup.
Did you know that water parks have a basement? At the bottom of the slide, the whole bottom of the slide gives way. And this is how I found out that water parks have a basement. So it starts to come through, and the floor creaked, and like I said, it sounded and it gave way. I said, Ben, hold on, man, hold on to this slide. And we were scared. And then all of a sudden the floor gave way around us. Now I thought that we were falling to our deaths, to a deep abyss. I had no idea what was going to happen. And all around us was cracking 2x4s and busting concrete. And we were sliding down, and almost came like a slide.
Your next big slide.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't a huge drop, right? And then we finally hit the dark abyss, because it was dark in the basement. And as soon as the tube impacted on the ground, it exploded. Kapow! So me and Ben are just sitting there.
But then wouldn't water be coming?
It was. It looked up and it looked like an angel, there was like a water halo coming down. So I'm like, Ben, this isn't a big deal. Let's just start singing "This Little Light of Mine." So we started singing on this little, and then all the people, you can hear the people up top start to panic, because I'm assuming this has never happened before. So
you feel the need to assume that.
Well, I mean, I wasn't the first fat guy to get caught in the wave pool.
I think based on the lifeguard's reaction, you were the first fat guy to send the tube. I think that was new.
Right. So we're all kinds of all new stuff, and it was kind of a newer water park. So as we're looking up at the halo of the water falling in, I'm thinking,
don't they have inspectors to check things like this?
You'd think, but I think that it's more of a trial and error situation. So first off, I won't name the water park. We went to a discount one. It wasn't like a top end one, and I think a lot of it was still kind of new construction. So
that's what we get for trying to save a buck.
Right. As I fall through the floor, and now we're looking up, and we're singing, and we're laying there on a flat tube. It was about a 10-foot drop. It wasn't that big of a deal. Plus, we had the water and the destructive 2x4s, and all the concrete fell out from underneath us.
And so you felt that it would be best to just lay there and sing.
Yeah, we were singing until the fire department showed up, which was fine.
To keep Ben from being scared.
Right. The fire department showed up, and they kind of escorted us out. Now, at this point, this is my new walk of shame. I'm walking into the basement where they keep all the food, and the water's pouring in. They had to shut the park down again. And I'm walking past them, and I'm just covered in concrete pieces and boards.
And you're already missing hair, and you got a black eye.
Crying a little bit. It got beat up the day before. Yeah, because it's embarrassing. And Ben's having time of life. He didn't know anything about it. So
He didn't know it was unusual to fall
he
through
did
the
not
floor.
know it was unusual, and it was getting cold. It was getting cold, so the fire department finally got they moved some stuff and kind of got us out of there. And I come out, and at the end of the deal, there is the water park manager, and he's like, "Listen, man, we have been watching you, and we don't want to blame you, but they gave me a cease and desist letter."
Don't you have that hanging on the wall?
It's on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Framed in gold.
It was a cease and desist letter. It was like, your antics have been so out of control. And I'm like, what antics, dude? I'm just trying to go through the water park and not have something crazy happen. And over these
Family time.
Yeah, I was trying to do some family time. Yeah. And I'm a little heavier, right? And over these last 3 days, from the wave park getting sucked into the jets, almost dying there, the water slide almost killing that lifeguard, and then now this. So, and then you have to think of, like, when the hole broke, like, it was like, and then it's like kapow. So it happened real fast. And Ben's like, all he was going woo, and then we was getting kind of cold and we were getting scared, and we had
hear him giggling.
Yeah, we had all this nonsense coming. So what I'm going to do is we're going to check some facts now. Hey, Benjamin, come here. We're going to check some facts. Just so all of you at home know the truth of the matter. Come here, Ben. Come here, sit on my leg. I was just telling the story of when you and I went to the water park and we went down the water slide. Remember that?
No.
Yeah. When you and me went down the water slide on the tube, and then it broke and we fell through the floor. Do you remember this?
No.
Yeah, we were on the tube, and I was talking to the people on the top, and then we go down the water slide, and then the hole breaks open, and the fire department had to save us.
I don't remember that.
You were there.
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
I know, but was it like trauma? Did you like block it out of your mind?
Oh no, he must have hit his head.
Did you bump your head?
No.
Do you remember the hole? Then we were singing "This Little Light of Mine." Speaking to the mic.
What?
So, do you remember when we fell through the floor?
No.
We didn't do that.
I don't think we did.
What was the funnest part of the water park?
Jumping in the lazy river.
In the lazy river. All right, we did that. I don't have a lazy river story. That went fairly well. And then, do you don't recall going? Remember the green slide and the blue slide for the little kid area when we went through there and then we fell through the floor?
Don't remember.
You heard it here first, folks. That is the truth. Every bit of it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Right. You're supposed to be on our
That
side,
wasn't
Ben.
me.
Who do you think it was?
Jodo.
Was it Joseph?
Oh.
I got the wrong kid. Get out of here. Joseph! Come
He's
here.
best. He's just a little boy with a limp.
"45 minutes. Come on. Okay, Joseph. Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we went to that water park? Okay, do you remember going down the little slides with me, the kiddie slides? You do. Okay, remember we were on the tube and we went to the bottom and we fell through the floor and the fire department had to save us? Remember that? That was you.
You had the wrong kid all along.
So was it you that fell through the floor and the fire department had to save us?
I want to hear you guys start singing "This Little Light of Mine."
Do you remember how it sing this little light of mine? You didn't do that? You don't remember doing it. Do you remember falling through the floor though?
Yes.
And then the fire department had to save us. And everybody.
What is
looked at
the
us crazy.
sound that it made when you guys hit the floor in the basement?
This is truth, people. All right, and then what, did everybody laugh at us?
No.
Were you scared? Yeah. When your kids come to your aid, it's fantastic. So do you remember when? Do you remember the grinding noise that it made when we fell through the floor? We fell through the floor. You heard it here first. True stories, all true, all the time. Make sure you walk up and ask me about it at church, because I'll definitely tell you. Right, Joseph? Thank you for your help. I love you.